company that we have on the stage already got a very nice shout out earlier by Mamasa from Stellantis, and I'm sure you're all dying to hear from the founders themselves, so please give it up for Sheeva from Virginia.
Hello, everyone. Really nice to be back in Detroit and to see a few familiar faces here. Really appreciate being here in person. Thank you so much for the opportunity here to present what we call digital vehicle wallet. First was cash, then we used cards, today we use smartphones. Why can't we use vehicles to pay and then get transaction revenue back here in Detroit? It all started with my personal experience driving my pregnant wife to hospital, going all the way to the parking meter, taking the receipt, putting it back on the dash. Why can't I just park and walk away? Why the vehicle cannot handle that for me? So that is where we came up with a solution that requires no new infrastructure and no new apps. It's just fully digital, fully in the cloud, using the vehicle location to authorize and authenticate the payments. In-vehicle payments market is growing. There is no such thing as a digital wallet for the vehicle today. However, we understand that the vehicle commerce is the future and it needs to happen. The vehicle needs to process transactions, it needs to trigger the transactions. One of the problems that we have is you go to the fuel station, you have to pick up that credit card of your wallet. You go to the parking, you have to figure out something else, go pay at the meter. EV charging is the same thing, tolls, all of this is different accounts, a disconnected experience, multiple payment methods. Then the merchants have no idea who you are. I love the quote from the fuel station retail director who says, hey, you know, I have 1 million transactions a day, I have no idea who these people are. Now, that is something that they would love to see from the driver itself, and that is where Sheeva provides automatic contactless payments, enhanced geolocation, and turning the vehicle into the wallet. It can enable multiple use cases. It's all in the cloud. Once the vehicle is integrated, it can be tolls, it can be drive-through, it can be curbside retail, fuel, charge station, parking, everything included. This is just one example of how it's delivered, and thanks, Martha, again, for the shout out there. It's interface agnostic, but we basically try to do it directly on the in-vehicle infotainment screen, where you can just activate with one tap, and then from within the car, your gas pump activates automatically. We integrate as a software stack only, no hardware involved. It goes inside the vehicle, but then everything is delivered in the cloud itself. So that is very easy for the OEMs to launch. We are using precise geolocation. We're cross-platform, and the biggest advantage of this is you arrive at the gas pump, it tells you, welcome to Shell, your gas pump number 7, activate, one touch. And then it activates, and it charges your credit card on file. This is just a quick demo here in Detroit Marshes Park, Campus Marshes Park, and this just shows how more accurate our location is and how it's important to detect you right at that parking space or right at that gas pump. We have been in business since 2016 when I started the company, and then we are going into mass production next year. We are working with multiple tier 1 suppliers who are obviously owning the software stack of the IVI, but also OEMs, and again, Martha mentioned one of them, which I cannot bring up here. And all of this is about the transactions and transactional revenue, and then the business model itself is based on giving back to the OEMs. So OEMs are the clients. We give back about $10 per user per year back to the OEMs from the transactions, as we make money from transactions themselves as convenience fees. We're about 50 people today. We're a pretty experienced executive team. We have Adam Rolls here, who is actually here based in Sterling Heights, where we have an office in Michigan. He's coming from Faurecia and Lear, so really automotive guy. I used to work with federal government before in Washington, D.C., and then Surendra and Lokesh are our CEO and CTO. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, Sheeva.